Growing fruit trees from cuttings or seed. What's better? What are the pros and cons? Let's talk about it. In a world where there's so much information available to us, what's the truth? What's a lie? You can't listen to everything that everybody says. The only thing that I can bring to you guys is you don't have to take my word for anything that I say. I've been doing it for many years now. I'm very into growing things from seed, and also I grow a lot of things from cuttings. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys my best advice. Let's start with the differences between a seedling fruit tree and a fruit tree that's propagated via cutting. A seedling fruit tree is going to start out at an immature stage, and over the course of many years, become mature and start fruiting and flowering. And it is then that you're going to be able to find out what the fruit quality is. Does it look like the parent plant? Does it taste like the parent plant? And it might not. And that's the risk you take with a fruit tree grown from seed, whereas a fruit tree grown from cutting is an exact genetic copy of the parent plant, meaning that you're going to get the exact fruit that you are looking for. So if you are looking for a specific fruit, or a specific fruit quality, cold hardiness, all of that, you're going to want to get a plant from cutting. If you're wanting to look for something different and potentially create something new, that's where seedlings become very important. There is a lie being propagated in the gardening community and in my comment section, and no pun intended, that even given enough time, a seedling fruit tree is highly unlikely to produce any fruit. This is completely false. And it's typically told by people who have no idea what they're talking about and they've never done it. So you have to be careful who you're listening to. The chances of a seedling fruit tree producing fruit is very high. Everything in the genetic code of that plant is to produce an offspring. The problem is most people are not waiting the amount of time necessary. Now, if you're growing a fruit tree from seed in a container, you may have to wait 3 or 4 times as long to get fruit. You could wait up to 30 years, for instance, when growing a citrus tree in a container. So if you're not patient enough to wait that time, and if it doesn't mean enough to you, you might as well just go ahead and get rid of that tree and get a grafted tree, like many people are saying. So you have to be careful about the information that you're taking in, because some of it is very incorrect. So now that we've gone over that information a little bit, what's better? Growing a fruit tree from seed or growing a fruit tree from cutting? And the answer is variable. It depends on your why. Do you want to get a new variety of fruit? Do you just love growing fruit trees from seed? If that's the case, don't let anybody tell you not to do it. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If you're passionate about it, do it. If you want to create a new variety of fruit, believe in yourself and do it. There's very few people in the world, believe me, that are willing to have the patience and dedication that it takes to do those things. So you're a rare person in and of yourself, and I believe that you should believe in yourself and do those things. Now, if you're a collector and you want a specific variety, or you want fruit now, or maybe you're an older person and you're thinking, well, I don't have the amount of time to wait for a seedling fruit tree, that's all respectable as well. By all means, get a fruit tree from cutting, get a grafted tree, and get your fruit quickly. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem that I see happening is this kind of tension between the two, as if you can't be interested in one or the other, or you can't be interested in both. And I think that that needs to stop. And people need to be careful about the information that they're taking in. Watch the videos, take in all the information, but then do it for yourself and see what happens. And if you don't have the dedication that it takes to grow something from seed, then please do not tell other people things that you don't know, that you haven't done yourself. It's fine to say, I saw this video where this guy was talking about that. Sure, respectable. But you didn't do it yourself. You need to be real with yourself about that. And maybe withhold that you did do it yourself. There's many people lying about it, okay? Some people kind of get caught in a corner, and then they'll be like, well, I've done it, many times, and I never get fruit from it. There could be a lot of variables in that, guys. They may have, poor fertilization practices. They may have poor watering practices. Their plant could be suffering and not wanting to produce fruit. There's so many different reasons for it. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody in particular. It's just things that I see happening in the gardening community. So whatever it is that you do it with everything that you have. Be passionate about it. Don't let people discourage you, and do it with every fiber of your being. So that's really all this video is about. There's no one that's better than the other. It depends what you're passionate about. Live out your passions, guys. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Leave a like, share with your friends. Maybe this is a debate they're having. And check out the AmericanFigCompany.com, where we sell all kinds of cool fruiting plants. Right now is cutting season, so you're going to see a lot of fig tree cuttings on there, which is one of my passions. So if you'd like to support the channel, by all means, get some cuttings and try propagating them. And thanks so much for watching, guys.